Hey everybody, it's Steve with Three Fat Truckers. I'm
Hi,
sitting
Steve.
here with my two buds, Bill and Dave, as always. How we doing, fellas?
Wore out, went for a walk. Woo!
I
Yeah,
thought
you
I
gotta
heard
stop
somebody
doing
breathing
that.
hard like a
Yeah.
T-Rex coming up behind me.
This place is huge.
And earlier you're like, "Are you coming back?" And we're like, "We're only 2 miles away, Dave. We're on our way."
Dragging
10
your
minutes
feet.
later, "Are you still coming? Still got a mile to go."
Been a lot of interviews.
We
today,
were over
guys.
in the
We've been busy.
been
East South
great.
Wing.
I got lost coming over
Oh,
here trying to
oh,
find
Well,
y'all.
you're pretty much walking around a whole arena, is what it is.
Yeah.
Where Louisville College plays their men's basketball, women's basketball, and all that.
Oh, here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's in the center there.
Yeah.
Makes
Yep,
sense.
Yep.
That's
Well,
also
we're
where the
sitting
tractor
here
pull will
today
be.
doing some interviews, and we had this young lady stop by. Beautiful young lady at that. We got her picture right here on this magazine, She Trucking Magazine. We got Gabrielle Simmons from the She Trucking Foundation. How are you today?
I am doing well, doing well. Happy to be here with you guys.
All right. Give us a little insight on what the She Trucking Foundation does and everything.
Yes, we are a women's nonprofit. Our goal is to educate and empower women in the trucking industry. So other truck drivers such as myself, carriers, brokers, anybody who works in logistics. Our nonprofit offers all kinds of different programs, events.
Now, when you
ways
say
to-
educate, are we educating far as common sense for what happens in the trucking
All of it.
industry to be smart?
Yeah.
The
and-
industry, general, how to get in it, how to do it.
All of it. Yep.
That's what you're trying.
All the everything
ins and
from how to get a CDL, what those steps even look like,
Mhm.
to how to start your own authority, and everything in between.
Basically, are you going for over the road or local drivers?
All of them.
All of them.
Yep.
Doesn't
all-
matter what they do.
Correct. Yep.
You're just trying to get more women in trucking.
Just
Well,
trying to get
and
more women in trucking.
Information is power. I mean,
Yeah.
if
Yes.
you're informed
Yeah.
about the industry, how it works, and everything, it makes it easier and safer
Yeah.
for everybody.
Absolutely.
So
So yeah, we wanna educate women to really get into whatever it is that they think maybe they can't get into. You know, whether that
Well, they
trucking
don't
to
have no
begin
problem
with.
getting in them stretch pants.
Some of them do. Or heavy haul, women think that getting into heavy hauling might be
That's
out
that
of
was his.
that,
line
that
of
you
it.
did
Yep.
you did that, yeah?
Heavy hauler.
So that's
Kids,
something
look at
I'm
him, he's
interested
heavy,
in.
he's tall.
Heavy hauling every day. Oh,
yeah,
I got one question.
yeah.
And I don't know where it goes in your courses or how you're teaching this and stuff, but the number one rule you need to put up on the wall or the door is a truck will not go through a wooden bridge.
Will not go through a
there's
what?
been a lot of accidents, and it's always been a woman driver
What?
Going through a
driving over
covered
these
bridge.
wooden covered bridges in these states.
And I
of,
don't
like
know if they're
Indiana,
following their
Ohio. They're
GPS.
rural. They're very rural route,
Yeah,
and yeah, there's
we've
been
done
there's been
three
a few here
stories
lately,
this year
and I'm like,
already.
why?
But with that though, let's just talk about how
Common sense.
female drivers are safer drivers.
Okay, I'll give you
Statistically
that.
speaking,
Yes.
everything we look at says we're safer drivers.
Yeah, of course you are.
So maybe we can't see bridges, but
But it's always wooden covered.
I actually think it's don't use the GPS as an only.
I think that's a problem
yes,
industry-wide.
Yeah,
that-
not just
absolutely,
women.
all truckers.
People
was-
look at
Oh,
that
that's
GPS and it
awesome.
says go here, and
I want to learn.
you need to look before you go there.
True. If I'm telling on myself, I solely rely
I
on my GPS
also
every
I've been
day.
doing this since '76, and I've even found myself.
She's like, it's not 2076. What are you talking about?
I've even found myself relying on it a little too much, and then I
I think
miss.
we all do.
Do you ha-
I
do-
missed my turn, and they all call me and blame
Well-
me. They'll call me up. And
It's
say,
your fault.
It's my fault. I said, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's usually always like the old timers sitting at the truck stop, drinking coffee, bullshitting, and it's like, and we'll do it once in a while. Be like, you remember using an atlas and having to call a broker?
That's what
and
I was
get
going to ask. Do you have an atlas in your truck?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Do you-
But
I was really
actually
gonna
had
get
to
on you
call
if
and
you
give
didn't.
directions to a place.
Yes.
And they give you a phone number and you call it, and the secretary would answer the phone. Yeah, I need direction to your facility. Well, hold on, let me get somebody for you. And I'll go, wait. Like, what? You don't know how you got to work this morning? Well, I need somebody that can tell you a little better.
I don't know the road.
Maybe she doesn't know the truck route, right? That's fair.
Oh no, they give you directions, and it was never a truck.
It-
route.
It's funny. You go down to Paris, Texas, go into Campbell Soup.
I know where
The
that is.
address is the Love Truck Stop. You literally pull into Love Truck Stop, and I'm like,
Yeah, their entrance goes
And-
right
now the
and then you're just
company
like,
I'm
"There's
going
Campbell."
to is inside Campbell Soup, not Campbell Soup. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I call I'm camp. I'm like, I called dispatch. He goes, I don't know. Are you there? I said, I'm here. It's a Love Truck Stop.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing to do with copper here. So he says, call the company. So I call the company, and the answering machine goes, yes, if you're a driver looking for this. And by the way, if you're looking for directions, we are in the Campbell Soup factory. It's like, well, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
yeah.
some instructions, some driver
Figured it
instructions,
out right
something.
when I got in there. I don't know why
Oh,
anybody else
Dave's
had
a little
such a
harder
problem.
than the rest. No,
I drove around that Love's parking lot 3 times. Didn't see no copper place.
So tell me more about you guys. I understand. So you drive, all of you guys drive full time?
yeah, we all drove. I'm retired. We all 3 of us drove for the same company. They still drive.
We're out there
And,
every day.
Nice.
The company that we drove for did multiple different kinds of trailers.
It's a mom and pop shop still.
with 100 and some trucks.
Multiple
Yeah.
different trailers.
Everything.
We had van trailers, dump trailers, step decks, low boys,
Everything
land
but tankers.
dolls, any
Wow.
kind of
drop
trailer,
decks,
drop
Yeah.
decks.
Yeah.
So,
roll-off trailers.
And I
so
did mainly all
Flat-
oversized and heavy hauls. What I did, and some land all
And then flatbed.
equipment and some flatbed. These guys do dump trailers, van trailers, step decks, flatbeds.
Roll off.
so you come
roll-off
in
trailer.
trained, knowing how to operate all these different
Yeah.
types of equipment
Yeah,
and
we
dealing with the
pretty much
different
say, Here you
trailers.
go.
yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, I got this kind of load for you today," and you just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, they're
me and him-
pre-dispatched the day before, or a couple days
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
we're roll up. We've known roll off and learned it there, and where you got to go out and pick up the box and know how to run the trailer.
Containers and
Or
stuff.
like he said, the land all trailer. They're the ones
Go pick up
like
equipment.
you pull into United Rentals and they load them big lifts.
Cherry
on 'em.
pickers, a little basket
You
that
go up and
lifts
down.
you up and stuff. That's
Yeah.
drivable. Those and forklifts
Yeah.
and
Wow.
And then
That's-
we
rollers, brushes, welders, air compressed, all
Work
that kind of
trucks,
stuff going to a job
site.
site.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
The problem I think that we have is, well, this is a problem in the industry, is where this is one of those line of work where people, when you ask them about their experience, they like to gild the
you.
lily a little bit.
They would like to
You
tell you
know.
about their father and what he did, but since they rode with him, they know how to do
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
Bull
We,
crap.
I don't
You got
know.
to get out
at
there and do
least
it.
3
Yeah.
times a week, we get somebody that talks
Yeah.
about their 47 years experience.
or strapping or
And then-
chaining something down, and you go out and look at something. I'm like,
We get
that's
stuff
not
that-
right.
There's
That's
no way.
dangerous. You
stay
got to
on there.
redo
Yeah.
it.
So I'm
I mean,
super interested to try to build
fine.
out a
Fuel
company
truck stop.
like you're describing. My business partner and I, we have our trucking company, and we have a couple trucks and trailers, but we really want to do kind of the same kind of thing you guys are talking about, like
Yeah.
have multiple different
Well, by being
trailers.
this versatile, we're open to a bigger market.
Yeah,
We're not
exactly.
tied down just to one thing or just. Yeah.
And you can get some great contract
Some
opportunities.
days me and him will run dump trailers out of Mississippi to Indiana for a week, and then some days we'll run van trailers to Houston. Other days we'll run dump trailers to Pittsburgh
We
to
never slow down.
yeah,
That is,
or like a roll off trailer and run it up to Detroit or whatever.
and that's pretty unique. You know,
Yeah.
when you think about all the trucking companies out there, that's very
Probably
unique.
why we're still a mom and pop shop with 100
Because
plus
most
trucks.
companies
Yeah.
are one thing. Either they're van trailer, they're a reefer. Some of them might have a couple combination, but for the most part, most companies are one thing and one thing only.
Right.
That's what they specialize in. That's what all their front hauls are, all their back hauls are. So,
Yeah, the only other thing I've hauled you've hauled livestock.
yeah,
It's the only other thing that I've hauled when I was younger. My uncle.
The only thing I
Yeah.
haven't ever pulled was like a pneumatic
I've
bulker
never pulled a
pneumatic, where it's got.
No, me either.
I have.
Never hold a reefer?
Never had a reefer. Everything I've
We're
been
not
has
talking
been
about
dry.
smoking it, Grandpa.
Do
But the only thing I haven't
do
pulled is
tanker
like a
too?
pneumatic bulker.
you tanker?
Those things are.
We
Tanker.
don't have any, but
We hauled them.
we've-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
We've hauled them for
yeah.
other people.
I do. I have all 7 endorsements. I got doubles, triples, done all that, tankers and stuff. But
Tanker
take
is
2, they're small.
very difficult. I do not like
Tanker is
tanker.
something you have to prepare ahead of time because you got to slow down. There ain't no quick stop.
I drove tanker team.
depending.
Okay.
So
if-
you back there trying to sleep,
And that thing's in there
baffles-
going
and that thing's banging
well,
you
depends
around
if
like you're
there's
in a car
baffles.
wreck.
If you get a smooth bore, there's no baffles. It'll slam. You hit the brakes and stop at the stoplight, and here it comes back up.
Yeah.
It puts you right out in the intersection.
Oh yeah. Yep,
That-
I know. Yeah, I've
Those
seen
stickers
it.
we hauled down to Texas were like,
Well,
they had no baffles.
we were hauling this black slurry stuff they put on airport runways, a
It
seal,
looked like sludge.
and it's hot.
Uh-huh.
We'd pick it up. You had a certain amount of time to get it there before it would gel up in the tank.
Right.
And once you got there, they shove a rod up in there to get it broke loose, started. If not, they'd have you go around and drive and slam the brake on, making that.
To
stuff.
loosen it up.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's a Dana booth over here. That's who I used to haul
Dana?
tanker with. Uh-huh.
They make Spicer gears. Why you hauling looking to them?
Nah, they do look.
I know it. Dana Spicer, they put 90% of the cars you all
Yes.
drive have the rear
He's
end.
talking about a
Mate.
different Dana.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
best
but-
tanker stuff is like food grade, whether you're hauling either
She's
milk,
talking about the
I know.
tank,
milk, orange juice, like Florida orange juice is the.
I've
big-
never done
Oak-
any.
Oakley is a big truck company down there that hauls for
Yeah.
the orange juice out of there, and it's just nonstop.
Really?
They'll haul orange
Too
juice,
much pulp.
haul orange juice up here, and they'll stop in Michigan to get apple juice, or
Well-
somewhere else at a dairy to get milk to bring it back.
And
You gotta
those are real
realize,
good.
like we have a place in Fort Wayne. It used to be called Edie's Ice Cream. Nabisco bought it out. Okay, you've heard of Edie's Ice Cream before?
Yeah.
Okay. They also make Ben and Jerry's there. See, these places will make everybody's recipe because it's not feasible to go to Vermont and bring ice cream all the way to California. So
Mm-hmm.
they just send the recipes out. Companies will make it locally so they don't have to truck it.
Oh.
So
That makes sense.
because you imagine a reefer from Vermont to San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Now
It
it's all
costs
about
you
trying to
$1 million
cut the cost.
in fuel just to run the reefer. And
Yeah.
Do that with swinging beef.
I know
too.
it. Yeah. That was another thing. I never hauled it, but I did see it.
It was
You got to realize it hung from the
hung
ceiling
from the ceiling
and
swung.
swung when you drove
Calves
the
of
truck.
cows, beef, swinging beef.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they would have a chain. No, they have a chain that hooked it to the floor. Now the racks will right
Yeah.
in. Yeah. But it's still hanging. But it,
Yeah, but the
That's really
turning
cool.
and stuff,
yeah, it would tip the
It-
trucks
yeah,
over.
it-
It was
Oh
badly.
no.
and they used to truck that shit to California or
Oh,
Colorado.
Chicago's the main slaughter
Oh,
yards all grown
well,
up.
these
since the
Green Bay packing up there out of Wisconsin.
Yep.
Run a bunch of swinging beef, and you run it to California or
Swinging
Colorado.
beef. That's what they call it.
That's what it's called, swinging
Yeah.
beef.
Huh.
You learn a lot of old terms here.
I'm learning a lot. Hey, that's what we're all about. Learning,
So you're
sharing
learning
information.
and teaching. What kind of things have you not learned yet? Or we're three old guys.
There's lots.
some questions.
Man.
Lot lizards are gone, so you don't
No.
have to
Oh,
worry
they
about
come knocking on my door. What do you mean?
Got a sticker.
Good way to get your fifth wheel pin pulled in the middle of the night.
that. You know that trick?
What?
You piss people off in truck stops. They would walk by the truck while you're sleeping, pull your fifth wheel, so when you drive away your trailer.
I've
Or-
heard of that,
Yeah.
but
Or
luckily
they
that's
undo
never
your red
happened to
glad
me.
hand, put a quarter in it, and put it back down.
And then your brakes.
Oh, and then you're like
You're like,
You're
what's
trying to
wrong?
figure out what's wrong with your trailer brakes.
Yeah.
Always
oh,
pull your
no.
glad hands if something ain't right. And look,
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that. Now people are going to listen to this. They're going to
I
start
know.
doing that again.
it's all over TikTok and
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
That's-
because you'll see guys where they're like,
it
This
started
asshole.
off doing it to your buddy.
but no, but the
Yeah.
TikTok ones and stuff says this asshole's been in the fuel island for 25 minutes taking his break.
So,
He went inside. I'm gonna give him a present.
Yeah, take a
I'll
shower.
put the quarter in
oh, no.
and leaves.
And then go find another pump to sit behind.
Well, and
'cause-
there's lots of them that do that crap in the fuel islands, and it makes it worse for everybody.
yeah.
It does.
I've seen guys fist fight, knuckle fight right
Oh,
there
yeah.
in the fuel island.
Oh, yeah. So I got a question for you guys. What made you want to start this podcast?
Okay.
The real story or the funny one?
No, the real.
Both of them.
real-
How about that?
The real story is funny. So these two were friends. I started the company afterwards. I got to know Steve, and we run a couple runs together and got to know Steve. And I knew Bill, but I didn't know Bill. I knew of Bill and stuff. And then one day we were on the
Talking
phone.
Just pass
our
the time
headset.
as drivers do.
Right.
So he added Bill to the
So it's a
conversation.
three-way call.
Uh-huh.
Well, then Bill's a podcaster. Bill has technical podcasts. He's with Linux. He does stuff like that. So we're sitting there.
Techie guy.
So we're on the phone all over the
Just
country,
bullshitting, like
just
we always do.
bullshitting. and we're cracking each other up.
The next thing you know, it's 2-3 hours. We've been sitting there talking, just
It's
they're like, we
crap.
should-
And I go,
Started like
well, he goes, I go, I don't know how we got on podcast. We were teasing you about,
I was excited about the other shows I
Yeah,
was on.
and I said, hell, we ought to make this a podcast. We're sitting there driving down the
he
road.
said that, and I took him seriously.
Yeah,
And
it made it happen.
yeah.
it happened.
And then we're sitting there talking one day. What we're gonna call him? What do you call 3 fat truckers? It was a
Shit.
There you go.
That was the name.
Love it. So, do you guys usually podcast while you're on the road? Or
We
you
try.
guys-
We're home every
we-
weekend.
we
Oh,
do,
okay.
But he don't like it because it's not very good.
It depends.
quality.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
someone's out or whatever.
Yeah,
You
and
want the best quality.
yeah, but yeah, we try
End
getting
up using mobile devices, and that they're just not
Wi-Fi, and it's
phones.
just,
Tablets are
Mhm.
made for
And
consuming
I live down here in
content.
Kentucky, and the internet's shit.
Really?
so
yeah.
we're all at our own house. We pretty much all have a same background. If you looked at it, you'd think we're together, but we're not.
Uh-huh.
And
You're telling all your
it'll work.
secrets.
yeah, it ain't a secret because the backgrounds are different enough you can tell it. So
Yeah,
Well,
she trucking. We have a podcast. We've had it going for a few years.
okay,
Kind of didn't do it for a little bit, but we're bringing it back, and we have drivers come on and
I'm trying to bring groovy back.
ladies.
You want to help me with that?
groovy.
Yeah.
Bring groovy back.
Yeah, it was big in the '70s.
Word, groovy.
Groove.
Groovy.
How Stella got her groove back.
No, how groovy you look.
Biscuit.
Okay,
Biscuit World.
Oh, that was a restaurant. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll talk about food.
yeah,
We'll tell you all the best places.
yeah. The best place you can
All
find
over the
fried bologna. He can tell you every
Yeah.
fried bologna place
I can
6
tell you
miles
about every
off the
barbecue.
interstate.
There are
Biscuit World, too.
restaurants that serve fried bologna. That's a
Yes,
thing.
you need to get out more often.
Where
young
have
lady.
you been, Miss Colorado?
I don't think I would order that even if I saw
Oh,
it
you
on the
go in
menu.
fried bologna and
Hey,
eggs.
I
It's a-
smoke
it's a-
bologna.
You smoke it
Yeah.
Yes.
What we heard.
in a joint?
No, well, I could. But we make smoked bologna.
No, that's back when he was hauling reef.
yeah.
Uh,
Here it is.
wow.
But yeah. You're in Colorado. The
You're legal smokers out there.
right there
Yeah.
in Denver, Tap Brothers.
Uh-huh.
Downtown. Go in there and try the breakfast challenge.
What is that?
It's a cast iron skillet this big.
Oh my gosh.
With 5 pounds of sliced potatoes and I don't know how much sausage. 2 gallons of sausage gravy on top. If you can eat it all, it's free.
I
Yeah.
couldn't eat an eighth of that. There's no way.
But they have that there.
Yeah.
So you did.
Or go by Sykes to Missouri and stop at Lambert.
Lambert's.
Lambert's. All you can eat.
Lambert's.
Roll your
Oh,
roll.
that's
The
the
throw
biscuit.
rolls.
Oh, okay,
Not
yeah.
Biscuits, they're rolls.
They're rolls.
I
About the
have
size
seen
of a
that.
softball. I ordered the
I
ham
have-
steak. It's like this big around, about 2 inches thick.
I
It's
had
like,
a buddy
who's
of
gonna
mine
eat this?
who was delivering there. This girl fastball pitched one across the room and nailed him right in the side of the head. Knocked his glasses off. He was like,
I got a video of the guy throwing me one
Oh.
somewhere. I'm
Oh
like,
my goodness.
yeah, but
So-
that's a good place to
quit
eat.
playing with your stick.
Oh, fine, I'll play with it.
So that's how we got started.
That's how we got
We've
started
done,
doing this.
what, 50
Awesome.
Well,
We do shows bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
we started and we got about through the first year, okay? And I said, are we going to do this or are we not going to do this? And they go, oh, I don't know. I said, well, if we're going to do this, let's do the Mid-American Truck Show.
Oh.
our
we did
first
that
event.
last year.
Last year was your
the
first time here?
First time ever
Awesome.
getting out. First time just taking it out, doing anything.
Love it.
Oh, we've got invited to other truck shows and stuff. And then
Do you guys go to other truck shows too?
we're still working, so we're limited on
Right,
what we got.
Right, yep.
Last year,
There was an
the
Expedite Expo in Fort Wayne. we
yeah,
went
they
to.
invited us over too. I like the invite ones; they're free to go to. I don't have to pay to get them.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So this is our 5th year, She Trucking Foundation being at the Mid-American Truck Show.
okay,
And we started doing our own expos too.
yeah.
So we had an expo in 2021. We're going to do an expo next year
Are you doing
as
them
well.
at coliseums and stuff? So you
Uh,
can bring trucks in so people can see.
Yeah, yeah. We
Okay.
definitely bring trucks in and have like driver award ceremonies and booths
Yeah,
and
matter of
all
fact,
the
he won. Wasn't it
Yeah.
him?
At the show, yeah.
Didn't
He-
you win at the expo show? $500. Didn't think you remember? I remember who won all the money. Yeah, the whole room full. He wins.
yeah.
So the foundation and stuff, how can people get a hold of you? Do you have a website?
Yes.
Phone number? What
yes.
we got?
Shetrucking.com. We have tons of our information on there, everything from the scholarship program. We have a guitar that is signed by Ashley Braid. who is a country singer, and we're auctioning that off right now. The proceeds will go to the She Trucking Scholarship. So that's where we
Can I get in on that?
sponsor a driver to get their CDL and, you know, cover the cost. We all know what that looks like to get your CDL and go through that time.
Trucking, Dave.
She
Today
Trucking.
you can't just
We care about y'all, but
no
not that
pronoun.
much when it
down
comes
south.
to our.
Y'all throwing at me.
No, I'm not. I'm from Colorado. I just listen
Where'd
to
you
too
get
much
that? You all from
too much country music.
Make a scholarship for men.
fat truckers?
Yeah, you certainly. Yeah,
Gotta
why
be
not?
a man though.
You
We'll
got-
bring you a barbecue.
Well, I got a joke. I'll tell you when we're done. But
No, you
Why when
tell
we're done? Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
No foul language.
Do you remember the '80s?
I've
No,
heard
I
it.
wasn't born.
Yeah, the '80s. Women down there had hair of
Don't say that.
Uh huh.
the
That was
'90s.
that was groovy. Yeah.
That was groovy. The '90s they went to
The
Ladies.
landing strip.
yeah.
Uh huh.
In the 2000s they just cleaned it off. There's
Uh-huh.
nothing. And then 2023 we go to Dick's.
That's the new. That's the new
You were
trend
born.
there. That was
You were repeatedly warned.
that was good, but it's a good joke because it's also true.
It is.
Um,
That's what makes it so funny. It's like, seriously? So,
Bless you, dear.
Um, we do also support LGBTQ.
so do we.
Part of She Trucking, yes, we highly encourage people who identify as women to join our community and get involved with our events and all of that as well. So, as you guys know, that's a big thing. We all got to support all of the truckers, all the
Support
people in
everybody.
the industry, no matter what we look like.
We're good American people. Just treat everybody the same.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Except for that guy cut me off 3 lanes up. You can run him in the ditch.
Scare him.
It's like
Give the trailer a good
like
little
when I-
wiggle.
Get a little wiggle back there,
It's
freak
like
him
on our
out.
Facebook page. I told everybody. I said, hey, want to let all our friends know, and that one asshole. You know who you are, Dave. You're gonna be at the show.
And you got to quit leaning away from the mic and talk into the mic.
I'm pretty loud.
Your numbers are low.
Ow.
So,
Like doing this correction. All this back stuff, you're not supposed
Ah.
to do.
we can
Uh-huh.
edit that out later.
Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you
Thank
waited
you guys
on
for
me.
having me.
Yes, waiting on me. I got another magazine.
Yeah, you guys can keep that.
Can I?
Keep our magazine, yeah. See if there's
There's the guitar.
any upcoming events you guys would like to get involved in.
Can you get me in Taylor Swift concert?
Nope.
Okay.
I can get you on our podcast though if you'd like to come over to our booth.
I know I wouldn't go anyway. Give it to my daughter.
Are you
go.
guys recording like this?
Yes, yep, we're doing some live podcasts, just real short and sweet over there. So if you want to
Hi,
come
how you
talk
doing?
to us,
Date's over. Get out.
what's your name? What do you do? What brings you here? Yeah,
Well, cool.
Right on.
Cool.
come check us
Great.
out.
Well, thank you for
Well,
stopping by
you-
today.
Thank you guys.
Go online, you'll
Good
see.
luck on everything you do.
Yes,
You'll see us everywhere. So
I will like, share, and follow. Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
so much.
Thank you.
that's the thing we always forget to say. Like, share, follow.
I did it for
Follow,
you.
like, share. Yeah, smash
That's
the
the
like
cop
button.
I said it could be a fat trucker.
Can you just be recording? You don't have to stop it?
No, he stopped it. Well, yeah.
She moisturized.
And then we'll download them tonight. We'll download them tonight. Right.